And y'all don't understand. Like, it's so hard, and I'm so vulnerable to do this. But this is truly my testimony. This is truly what has happened to me. And I'm speaking to women around the world. I'm speaking to women, any woman, when I say this. Please, please, I beg of you, if you're ever in a situation where you are about to go to jail with a man, do whatever you have to do to get yourself out of that situation. Do not allow yourself to go to jail or take a charge for y'all, I just wanted to get on here because I think I just finished. I just left another interview. I literally just finished bawling my eyes out, crying so bad because what I want to say first is, please, whatever y'all do, never, never run behind a man, never follow a man, never hold a man down, be this ride or die, ROD, all this stuff. I'm gonna stand by man. I'm gonna do the time for my man. I'm gonna go to jail for my man. This shit is not a game. This shit is not a game. It's hard out here. I have 2 children. I have a 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old daughter. And ever since this has happened to me, my life has been in shambles. Do you hear me? Before this happened to me, it was nothing. I mean to tell y'all, it was nothing that I did not think that I can do. I pride myself in thinking that I can do anything I set my mind to, that I can be anything, that I can do anything. And this situation has truly humbled me in a way that I have never been humbled before. And I just want y'all to know this is not a game with y'all lives with these men. And not only just to take, because I'm a woman, so I do have to take accountability for my fault and my wrong. But still, it's just so important, y'all. These men, I promise, it's never worth it. It's never worth it. It is never worth it. Always choose yourself. Choose your children. And y'all don't understand. Like, it's so hard, and I'm so vulnerable to do this. But this is truly my testimony. This is truly what has happened to me. And I'm speaking to women around the world. I'm speaking to women, any woman, when I say this. Please, please, I beg of you, if you're ever in a situation where you are about to go to jail with a man, do whatever you have to do to get yourself out of that situation. Do not allow yourself to go to jail or take a charge for the part. Excuse my language. I hope my video don't get flagged because of this. But maybe I should take that out. I don't know how this works, y'all. But the worst part about it all is the fact that this man, we're not even together anymore. We have a baby together, but we're not even together. And that's one of the bad parts about the whole thing. I sacrificed. I put it all on the line. I did all this for a man that I am not even with till this day. I have a 3-year-old daughter, a 1-year-old daughter. We're not together. I went to jail with this man, was in jail with this man. I helped protect this man so this man would not go to jail. Was I fully aware of everything that was going on 100% and knew all the details? No, I did not. But because of how I love this man, because of how much I love this man and wanted to be with him, I thought we were going to get married. I thought that this was any game for me, that this was the one. And because I thought of those things and I thought he felt the same way, that, okay, let me ride this out with him. This is my man. This is going to be my husband. I'm pregnant with his baby. Mind you, plot twist. Y'all, I went to jail pregnant. I was pregnant in jail. I was pregnant in jail. I was going through so much, y'all. I didn't even want my baby. I didn't even want my baby. I went through so much postpartum. And right now, to this day, the man is putting me through hell. Different babies, different baby mamas, different women, all pregnant. Like, it's just crazy. And all this because I took a ride. I took a ride with a man that I was involved with, and it costed me. Point blank period, it costed me. Real dime, supposed to be going to the casino, doing this, doing that. I was sleeping during the time when we were driving to the casino.
Okay, y'all. So, yeah. Y'all read the caption right. This is my testimony about the PPP loan, y'all. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet because I only got 10 minutes. It would have been long, but I've been waiting to do this testimony, and the Lord gave me the go, so we here. We here, y'all. Okay, so, of course, PPP loan happened 2021. Boom, yep, feel convicted. Still did it. I guess I didn't feel bad enough. Note that I wasn't in Christ yet, so I guess the conviction wasn't enough. Clearly, I still did it. But clearly, it was also for purpose. Besides the point. Fast forward. I'm in Christ. Came to Christ 2022. Yeah, 2022 came to Christ. New creature, right? Living a whole different life now. Not like I was just out there just doing fraud. Like, that, that's not my character. That's not me. I was just doing some lying to myself. Knowing it went right. Just out there. Doing stuff. Knowing it went right. But, back to the story. So, fast forward. Sometime around fall 2024, I'm 2 years in Christ, on fire for God, deeper in my walk, right? I'm in a room, I'm writing spiritual welfare scriptures down, right? I'm worshiping, I'm in the zone, bruh. Then it's a knock at the door. It's a detective. Now, what's she at my house for? But she came because someone put some phones in my mom's name. And my mom trying to figure out why she get a bill from a phone company that she don't have. So, of course, she had to write a report. And I'm assuming they thinking, since I don't did a PPP, your girl into the fraud stuff. But I'm not. I was just a good girl doing bad things. But everybody make mistakes. But it's alright because I'm a new creature. Yeah, thanks to my Lord. Yeah, focus. Right, so she came there to ask about my mom's phones or whatever. But, of course, when she heard my name, they took that as an opportunity to start questioning me. When I tell you I was caught off guard, I'm in there writing spiritual welfare scriptures down. I ain't know the welfare was going to be knocking at my door in a few seconds, bro. Like, soon as she asked about it, bro, my whole facial expression switched up because she pissed me off. Because don't do this. I'm growing in Christ. I'm getting close to the Lord, and you want to come knock on my door while the PPP loan that happened in 2021? Like, come on now. I'm forgiven. Like, don't do this to me. You feel me? Woo! Okay. So, yeah, my face expression got scrunched up, and then she asking me questions of that I have no clue what she is talking about. I'm just gonna be real. I ain't know what this lady was talking about. And then I'm in my head like, oh my goodness, the Lord said thou shalt not lie. But I'm also in my head like, Lord, I gotta lie because I don't want to go to jail. But I'm like, I don't want to disobey my Lord. You feel me? So I was in my head. So I was kind of lying, which makes it a whole lie because you can't kind of lie and say it's half of a lie. It's just a whole lie regardless. So then she said something. I'm just like, nah, could we talk with my lawyer or whatever? Then she was just like, ain't nothing you can say right. I'm just like, girl, like, get out my face, for real. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Not right now. Not right now. Like, y'all. So, that happened in fall. Of course, it made my people a little worried. Me, a bit worried. But it's just like, you reap what you sow, bro. Like, I knew what I was doing was wrong, but yet I still did it. I kept lying to myself. Oh, they steal from people. Oh, it's forgiven. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. It's still wrong regardless, bro. Regardless. Yeah. But eventually, nothing else was said about it, so it was below. Just, of course, prayed about it. Of course, talk with the Lord about it. Specifically repenting about the PPP loan, because I didn't necessarily do that. Of course, I repented of all things, known and unknown, but specifically pointing that out to the Lord, I did, and I talked to him about it. I told him the truth. Did all that right there, right? That was fall, right? Tell me why January 2025, one morning, well, January 29th to be exact, early in the morning, I ain't woke yet. My children ain't woke yet. I ain't even got my children ready for school yet. These people knocking at my door. I ain't hear it. My mama got a Ring camera, so she talking with them. They told her that they were looking for me. She called my phone. She like, Kaya, the police at the door. They coming to get you. I'm just like, what you want me to do? Like, what you want me to do? You want me to run? Like, where I'm supposed to go? Jump out the window? I'm caught, bro. Like, I'm wrong. There's nothing I can say that can get me out of this right now. Like, they got a warrant out for my arrest. What can I do, bro? They was chill about it though. They didn't harass me. They weren't mean. It was really sweet. But yeah, they took me in that day. Crazy thing, everybody was nice. Everybody was so nice. And everybody was so confused as to why I was there. It's just like, what? Like, this can't be you, bro. Like, everybody was so confused, like, why I was there. Even I had to go be with the inmates, bro. I was in there eating. I was in there eating with them people, bro. And that was just so nice. That was so nice to me. I was basically in prayer the whole time I was in the room while I was in my bunk. I ain't even gonna cap. I was in prayer the whole time, but they was still walking by, checking on me, making sure I'm good. You feel me? Sweet people. I knew the Lord was with me because my faith was kind of shaking. Because I'm like, dang, I don't know what's going to happen. Man, I got 3 children, bro. They little. They need their mama. So I wasn't sure what was going to happen. But I knew the Lord had me. But it was scary. It wasn't scary. But it was like, dang, I'm in a situation, and I don't see what's going to come out on the other side. But I just got to trust God, bro. Because I got to be with my kids. And, man, the Lord got this thing where 144 is the way he speaks to me. So I ain't seen my weight in a long time. So the nurse put me on the scale and my weight said 144. I'm like, dang, I'm good. My face started to build back up. Like, it stopped shaking as it was. It wasn't as shaking before, as it was before. And I'm just like, the Lord is with me. He here with me. He got me, right? Of course, I'm in there, with the people praying, and they started talking about God. That also helped me. It made me feel better. Then when it was about time for me to get called out, I realized they had a Bible in there. So I opened it up, and I'm reading Psalms 35, contend with those who contend with me. Woo! Because the enemy was trying it. He was trying it, but greater is he within me than he that is in the world. But listen, I got out that same day. Fast forward. 2 days later, the Lord give me a dream. This the dream, right? Tell me why I'm in a dream, right? I'm in an office and I'm going through my case. I'm going through paperwork, going through my case. And the more I go through it, it's like I'm getting closer to being free, to realizing what I'm going through. Why I'm going through this? What is the reason? I'm about to be free. You feel me? So I'm going through the case. And there was a dude in the room with me, right? And I look up and I look over at him and he starts smiling at me. And I said, it's you. Guess who it was, y'all? The spirit of poverty. I jumped up out my sleep. And instantly the Lord gave me a memory that I had when I first seen Prophet Genesis Porter, and she was talking about the PPP loan months and months ago, and she said how those that did the PPP loan, the spirit of poverty will be after you, bruh. And the spirit of poverty may not look what you think it's gonna look like. Many things can come from the spirit of poverty. But I woke up, God gave me that memory, and I instantly went to start warring, bro. When I tell you I look like somebody's great-great-grandma in there, I was not playing. I ain't let the spirit of poverty go, baby. Oh, I was rebuking everything in there, because y'all is not gonna do this to me. You know, I like, whew, y'all don't play with me. Don't play with me in the Lord. You feel me? Like, I was rebuking everything. I was casting down everything. Like, And I was so ecstatic and happy that the Lord chose to inform me on what is holding me back. I'm going through this because the spirit of poverty had dominion over my life, and I had to break him off of me in order to be free of this PPP loan thing. Like, I had to break him off. So yeah, because I did the PPP loan, it gave the spirit of poverty the right to infiltrate my life. And for everybody else that did PPP loans, it's given the right to the spirit of poverty to infiltrate your life. That does not mean exactly what the word says all the time. Some people are actually experiencing poverty the way that we identify the word. Some people is experiencing the spirit of poverty different. Like, it could be like, your house is just always there. Like, life just ain't going the way you need to go, bruh. It don't have to be, I ain't got no money. Because some people got money and still mentally messed up, or everything else in their life is out of order. Like, the spirit of poverty can do many things, many things, not just the worldly definition. But listen, y'all, if y'all did a PPP loan, y'all gotta cast that spirit down out of y'all lives for real. Y'all got to, because that is what's holding y'all back. I'm just gonna be real. That's what's holding you back. Some is not being able to make money because of it. Some are being able to make money, but other things in their life is wreaking, like the spirit of poverty is wreaking havoc over their life in different ways. But yeah, I ain't let that spirit go. I was in there like that. I like Jacob. When Jacob would find that angel, he let him go till he blessed him, and I ain't let that spirit go till he let me go. Okay? Cause no. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. But of course, after that, it was a breakthrough. It was a breakthrough for me. I was so ecstatic that the Lord chooses to let me know what is happening in my life. Let me know why I'm in this place. To inform me, to give me the tools to get out of it, bruh. I was so happy, bruh. I was so happy to stomp on the devil's head. When I tell you, I was in there. I was somebody's great grandma, bruh. Yeah, sorry. But after that, of course, they was gonna give me a public defender. You know, public defenders have a lot of work. Sometimes they don't even really care. You feel me? And I was at odds about it. Like, dang, I may need a lawyer, but I ain't got the funds to pay for a lawyer. You feel me? I mean, it depended on the lawyer, because you know, you want a good lawyer, whatever, but you ain't really sure. And the public defender ain't gonna really defend you for real. It depends, and you don't know who you're gonna get, right? So, of course, I prayed about it. I'm always gonna pray about it. I got to, because he gonna get me out of it every time. On my mama. On my mama. So, tell me why there was a lawyer who sent a mailer to my house, right? It was random. I was just like, dang. He seemed like he got a lot of experience. He seemed good, you feel me? Guess what I did? Prayed about it. Duh. I'm finna pray about it. I'm gonna pray about it every time. I don't care. I'm finna pray about it. So I prayed about it. And then after a day or two, maybe 3, of course, I end up calling to see about the public defender, see if I had the public defender. And they was just like, nah, you gotta go up there and sign up to get a public defender. I'm like, well, god dang, you know, they just want you to push to the edge, you feel me? So some said text the lawyer. Holy Spirit said text the lawyer. I text the lawyer. Of course, he was a sweet dude, bruh. He looked at it and everything else. He told me that, of course, his goal was to get the case thrown out, get the felony off my name, to go plead guilty. Don't plead guilty, but don't fight it. We not finna fight it. We finna own up that we was wrong and get the felony off your name, make it look like new. You feel me? I was with that. The heck, I ain't gotta go to jail. I ain't gotta have no felony on my record. That don't even match me. That's not even who I am. Like, come on now. I'm with that. You feel me? So, of course, I asked about the price. Asking all the right questions, and he told me it was like $2,500 up front, and then after 30 days, you can send me the other $1,500, $4,000. He said it'll be flat. He didn't care if it went on for 25,000 years. I mean, I'm over exaggerating, but he said he don't care how long the case go. He wouldn't ask me for any more money. That's what it would be. That's it. And I was like, okay, I'll get back to you. You feel me? Of course, in my head about it, like, dang, I ain't got that right now. Feel me? But I did, just sold my car, and of course taxes was also coming in, and of course I do have loved ones in support around me within my family, which is always a blessing. So guess what I did? Prayed about it. Duh. Prayed about it. And yeah, glory be to God. I was just asking some of my family members, to help me. You feel me? Asked my mom, my dad, my sisters, my siblings. And of course, when I told my dad about $2,500, guess what? He paid the whole thing. I'm like, do you? You feel me? He paid the whole thing up front. So all the money that I had saved up and put up for it, I didn't even have to put it towards that part of the payment, right? Glory be to God. Thank you, Jesus. Like, what? So that was that. I sent him that. He got on it. He got right on it, man. Yeah. Of course, and pray about it again. Not worrying too much about it, but it's still on my mind, still crossing my mind. So guess what? The Lord told me, I'm gonna bring you out clean, white as snow. He got me, and that's exactly what he did, y'all. Tell me why I go to court. Well, not even I go to court. My lawyer already said I'm gonna talk to the defender who represent the state or whatever, and tell me why they just want their money back, y'all. And they ain't even want me. I know for other people that situation may be different, that they do want them, and I truly apologize, but the best thing I can tell you to do is call on Jesus. Call on Jesus. You got to. But yes, they gonna throw the case out. All I gotta do is pay it off within the next 2 years, and I'm good. It's gonna be like everything is new. They're gonna throw the whole case out. There's gonna be nothing on my record. It's gonna be like new before anything even happened. Glory be to God, because he is so good, bruh. Y'all gotta stop playing with that man. He gets down. He don't play, for real. If you truly love him, he gonna show you what love is. Oh, my mama. Bro, I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, I talk like that, for real. Like, I don't know. But, nah, for real, though. I'm so grateful. And many of my family members, well, at least in my household, I would say, of course, was scared, was a little bit worried. But when I was showing them the faith that I had and what the Lord told me, guess what? It rubbed off, and their faith started to show. They just like, you got it, you good. And we all just walking around like, I'm good. And guess what? I was good because the Lord had me on every side. Glory be to God, y'all, for real. Yeah. Y'all that did that PPP loan, get that spirit of poverty up off you. But you got to be in Christ for that to happen.
I went to prison for getting a goddamn PPP loan. Okay, so I'm just gonna start from the beginning when I got indicted. It was March 15th, 2023. Me and my husband had just left from going out to eat because my son recently had like a kidney surgery or whatever, and we had been in the house. We've kind of been stressing and whatever. We sitting in the car chilling, and a car pull up, and my husband like, who the fuck this is pulling up in my yard? I'm like, I don't know. Shit, you know how they be. They be tripping. You know them young niggas be paranoid. I look at my husband. He look at me. Shit just start getting weird. Okay, then after that, they come to my door and they give me a piece of paper. They say, oh, you just got a PPP loan. You just gonna have to pay it back. I open up the goddamn envelope and it say Samarian Kingston versus the United States of America. I could have lost my motherfucking mind. Mind you, I have a real business. I'm a hairstylist, so all I do is go to work and go to fuck home. So I'm like, what the fuck? That was literally like the worst day of my fucking life because I was so scared and I didn't know what to do. And then me, like, I always try to do the right thing and, like, you know, not get into any trouble, and I got in fucking trouble. And every fucking body did it, so I'm like, why the fuck I'm getting in trouble? You know, like, that shit had really pissed me off. So I ended up going to court and finding out that it's a whole fucking conspiracy case with 23 other people that I don't even fuck with. I was scared as fucking court, didn't know what the fuck was going to happen, but I ended up getting a little bun, so I was able to go home. Story time about how I went to prison pregnant for getting a PPP loan. So I think y'all kind of got it confused. When I said that I bunned it out, I was saying that I got an OR bun. If you don't know what an OR bun is, it is something that they give you when you don't have a criminal history. When I went to court, they told me that I was being charged with wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. They ended up dropping the wire fraud and charging me with only the conspiracy. Whole time, I'm not knowing that the conspiracy was worse than the wire fraud charge. So let me break down this conspiracy theory. Okay, so let's get into this conspiracy theory. They basically were saying that I helped gang members fund their illegal activities, which is not true. So if you know me, you know that I'm a popular hairstylist where I'm from, and like everybody know me. So it's basically like I'm walking promotion. I ended up, you know, referring somebody to get their loan done by the same person who did my loan. They had the messages of me telling him to send me his information so that I can send to her, and that is where the conspiracy came from. Plot twist. Even though the loans were forgiven, I honestly don't think that they really gave a fuck about the loan. They just wanted to get the gang members, and I ended up being tossed in the middle. 24 of us that was indicted on this case. They basically put us all on the same conspiracy case. Y'all, I'm looking at this shit like, I don't talk to him, I don't talk to her, I don't talk to them. Like, the shit was just thrown the fuck together. Like, it was just so stupid because I didn't even talk to none of these people or conspire with none of these people. The only thing I did was just refer somebody to get a fucking loan. And I still got tossed in the middle of it. Like, I was working with all these people to conspire to get loans. Like, that's not what happened at all.
Wonder if you even notice me. You gotta feel me. With all your good, just wanna be your girl. All alone at night, I harbor feelings for you, holding my pillow tight. Sometimes I even touch myself, imagining your pleasure, baby. Next time I see you, I'm gonna walk right up to you and say what's on my mind. I gotta make you see this is more than just a
Part 3, story time about how I went to prison pregnant for getting a PPP. Okay, y'all, so I got a lot of questions that I see you guys had asked me. One of the questions was how much I got, how much time, that I do in prison and all of that. So I want to get into that. So I was on pretrial a whole year before I was sentenced to go to federal prison. I got indicted March 15th, 2023. I was sentenced April 21st, 2024. In between that time, my lawyer was telling me that I was only facing 0 to 6 months because of my criminal history was low. And if you know the feds, they base your sentencing off of a sentencing guidelines chart. So I ended up getting my PSR. If you don't know what a PSR is, it's a pre-sentencing report. Remember when I told y'all that my lawyer told me that I was only facing 0 to 6 months? Okay, y'all. So we get the pre-sentencing report, and it has all these enhancements on there. I was only supposed to pay back $40,000, which is what the prosecution asked for. And these people had me having to pay back $100,000. So that boosted my amount up. So if you get more than $70,000, you will get an enhancement of 8 points. They didn't let me get my 3-point reduction. Let me break down the $100,000. Okay, I had to pay back my loan. I had to pay back the person loan who was indicted with me. And I had to pay back 3 other people loans who I referred as well. But they were not indicted on this case. They never went to court. They never did anything. The prosecution didn't even want me to pay back these loans. That's just how dirty the judge was, y'all. The judge made me pay back people loans all because I was texting these people and they just wanted me to go to prison, y'all. And the reason why I feel like they really wanted me to go to prison is because one day I was at home and my lawyer had gave me a call. He was like, I need to talk to you. So he was like, that the prosecution wanted to talk to me. And I'm like, what do they want to talk to me about? Like, yeah, he was like telling me that they wanted to talk to me because they was listening to somebody phone calls and they heard them saying they was going to do this and that to me and was asking me did I want to get in witness protection. Mind you, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about these people. I'm more worried about the feds than I'm worried about these motherfuckers on this case. I'm not worried about these people on this case. I'm worried about y'all because y'all got my life in y'all hands. I'm worried about going to prison. But at the same time, I don't want to talk to y'all either because y'all bullshit as fuck. Like, y'all in real life trying to get me on some shit that y'all know for a fact I did not do. Besides that, I never even got the money, or the dude never even got his money. Well, that's what he told me. He told me that he didn't get the PPP loan. So I'm thinking that he didn't even get the PPP loan. Come to find out, this motherfucker did get the PPP loan, y'all. He got the PPP loan, but told me that he didn't get it. So I'm getting in trouble for some shit that I didn't even gain any benefit off of. For real, like. A whole year later, I found out that I would be facing 24 to 30 months. Y'all, my lawyer was telling me for a whole year that I was only going to get probation, and I was asking him, like, what steps do I need to take? Like, what do I need to prepare myself for? He was like, well, it's fine. You don't have to really change anything. I'm going to make sure you get probation and all this. But they ended up giving me all these enhancements, saying that I was a leader, and I orchestrated all of this stuff, and they gave me enhancements, and I ended up being 25 points on the sentencing guidelines. So with 25 points, I was facing 24 to 30 months of federal time. I had so many letters. I had so much support from my community. Everybody was writing letters for me. People was really, really like there to support me through these. And that didn't matter when I went to court. The judge didn't even read any of my letters. So, like, probably 2 days before I went to court, I ended up taking a pregnancy test. And the pregnancy test results came back, you guys, I was pregnant. So I ended up going to court. I let her know that I was pregnant. She didn't care. She was like, why did you get pregnant? She asked me, why did I get married? She didn't really care. She kind of didn't have any sympathy for me because I was pregnant. So after that, she ended up sentencing me to 24 months in federal prison. I had to turn myself in 2 months after my sentencing date of April 21st. I ended up turning myself in July 21st of 2024, and I went to prison. I was almost 3 months pregnant when I went. And it's a lot of people saying, oh, you should never did the loan, oh, this and that. Let me tell y'all something. I was young. I didn't really, think about the consequences of my actions. I didn't really have much to lose at the time. But let's fast forward 4 years later. I had my whole life established. My business was very successful. Everything was going exactly how I wanted to go. My clientele was through the roof. I was living the life that I always wanted to live. And y'all, when I tell you things happen at a time where you are doing great, like I feel like I was doing so good. My son had just had his kidney surgery. He had inflammation on both his kidneys, which made his stomach really big. So when my son turned 1, we ended up getting the surgery done on his right and left kidney. For the ones who was like, or whatever, because I really didn't want to get into that. I'm not the type of person who, wants sympathy from anybody, because that's not what I came here to do. I came here just to shed light on the situation. I'll probably help some people who could be going through the same thing that I have went through. But yes, my business was doing so good, y'all. I'm talking about my content was going crazy. Like everything was going good. I was looking for places to live because I was going to relocate to Houston. And in a matter of all of that, y'all, I got indicted. And then I felt like that was literally the worst thing that could have happened to me. But it changed me for the better. It made me and my support system so much stronger. We still work every day to be back how we was or even better. But I don't regret it. I don't regret getting a PPP loan. I don't regret going through what I went through because I learned a lot. I met a lot of great people. The only thing that I regret and wish that I could take back is the time that I spent away from my husband and kids. But, everything happened for a reason, and I'm going to make up for that time every day now that I'm back in their lives. And for the ones who were like, are you going to go back to jail? That wasn't even supposed to be a part of the plan. But I trust God and I have faith in Him. And I know that I'm going to get through this. So, yeah. Thank you for listening to my story. And if you have any questions or if you're a lady that's going through the same thing, and another thing, don't refer people because these people be like, hey, can you do this for me? Because they see you got a lot of people that know you, or they see that you got like this influence. Do not refer people for anyone else because you will be the fall guy for it. Because you are the person that is initially making the contact, so you will go down for it. And also, just be careful of who you allow in your circle. Don't associate yourself with people because some of the things that they do will come back on you, and it can come back on you, and I'm a witness of that. So, just be great, be you, and don't care what people say because people gonna say they gonna talk regardless. So I don't care. And for the people who saying that I was lying about going to jail, or the people who said evil or negative things towards me, I really, really don't give a fuck because I already stood up before the man above, and he forgave me. And guess what? He brought me through this. I only did 2 months of federal prison, 6 months in the Mint program, and 4 months in the halfway house. So let me tell you something. God is always by my side.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.